Old Smokey from Texas is one of the oldest and most famous names in outdoor smokers. The Old Smokey electric smoker, also known as the Ready Smoke, makes the food smoking process almost too easy. It has a sealed lid to keep in the juices, so there's no need to add any water to keep the meat moist and flavorful. Another great feature is the flat top, which seals tightly during cooking to keep the smoke and flavor inside and reduces cooking time. 2 cooking racks and adjustable heat control allow a wide variety of cooking times and styles. It's great for ribs, roasts, turkeys, briskets, fish, and vegetables. This product is of a simple design, assembles in minutes, and comes with everything you need right in the shipping box. You can't go wrong with an Old Smokey electric smoker.
Hi YouTube. Going to make a little video today of doing some baby back pork ribs on my Old Smokey electric smoker today. Got 2 small racks here. I've already taken them out of the packaging and I stripped the membrane off, and yesterday I put a rub on them. I pretty much followed the Memphis Dust recipe rib rub from AmazingRibs.com. I'll put the link down in the comments. And I doctored it up a little bit myself and changed a few things. I don't want sugar in my stuff because that's just what I'm doing these days. So it's basically got paprika, garlic powder, black pepper, ginger, onion powder, rosemary powder, and I also added a little ancho chili powder to it because I really like that. And can I tell you, it just smells amazing. I've had these sitting out here on the counter for an hour to let them get up to room temperature, and really smells good. So I'm looking forward to getting these on the Old Smokey, and we're going to cook them for about 2-3 hours. Got a little rack here to stand them up so they fit nicely in the smoker, and I'll meet you outside. Okay, we're getting ready to get the Old Smokey fired up, and I just wanted to show you the chips I'm using. I'm using some apple wood chips today. It goes good with pork. And one of the things I've had to learn on the Old Smokey is you really don't need that many chips at all. In fact, this is probably more than I need. There's a bit of an art to it. If you read up on the Old Smokey website and on their blog, you can find some tips and tricks, but the thing is that if you put a ton on there, they just don't burn down. And I've got a little pile in the corner over here, and then some others, individuals, kind of scattered individually, and those will light up kind of fast because they're sitting by themselves. And when you first turn on the Old Smokey electric, you turn it on high for about 30 minutes, and that gets these to light up kind of quick and gets your initial smoke going, and then you turn the temperature back down to where you're going to cook at. So I don't soak my wood chips. I think it's a waste of time. I've read plenty about it, and I know people argue that you should do it and some say you shouldn't. I'm in the camp that doesn't do it because I just don't think it's worth it. So anyway, getting ready to put the ribs on the Old Smokey. Also wanted to mention that I foil my drip pan up here to keep it nice and easy to clean up after I'm done, and no water. You'll see that's a tip from the Old Smokey guys. There's plenty of moisture that comes out from whatever you're cooking, and they tell you over and over again, do not put water in your drip pan. So got my chips down there in the bottom, ready to go, and I put the pan in and put the ribs on. Okay, we've got the ribs on the Old Smokey and we're ready to start. See, I've got it off right now. About 86 degrees outside. Got the ribs in my rack in there. I like to do them with the fat side on the upper part of the meat and the smaller ends down near the rack. Figure the hotter it is, at the higher end the smoker will be better for keeping the meat from drying out. And I've got my temperature gauge in there, so I know what the temperature is at rack level. So I'm going to go ahead and get these started. And I won't look at these again for another 2 hours. I'm going to first turn this up to high for 30 minutes. Get the smoke going, and then I'm going to turn it down to adjust the temperature so it's around 225, 250 for 2-3 hours. We'll check back with you at the 2-hour mark. Okay, it's been 2 hours since I put the ribs on. Did the first half hour on high, and then I turned the temperature down after 30 minutes down to around medium, a little bit above the middle of medium. If you look at my temperature gauge here, You can see done pretty well. Kept it between 225 and 252 is the highest it went. Right now it's at 245. So pretty happy with that. Usually it's pretty hard to manage it with the temperature bouncing around, but I haven't opened the lid yet, so let's take a look. Got a bowl here to catch the runoff off the lid so I don't foul up my patio here. Let's take a look. Alright, coming along. Still got a ways to go. Not too bad. Definitely another hour. Put those back in. That's a low alarm. Alright, one more hour and we'll see how they look. Okay, the smoke is finished and I thought I'd just show you what's left of my wood chips here. You can see they're not even all completely burned after 3 hours. This one's still got quite a bit left, and so do these individuals over here. And they put up plenty of smoke though, and there was I've already eaten the ribs. This video is going a little bit out of step here from what you're going to watch, but they had lots of smoky flavor and more than enough. So just keep that in mind when you're using your Old Smokey Electric, that you just don't need that many chips to get a good smoky flavor on it. Okay, here's the finished product. I kept them on the Old Smokey for exactly 3 hours, and I brought them inside and wrapped them in foil and let them rest for about 30 minutes, and I just took them out of the foil, and they came out pretty good. Pretty tender. Bones got some pullback on them, kind of a nice bark, and looking pretty good. So I think the average temperature in my smoker was right around 235, 240. If I was going to make any changes, I might have tried to tone that down a little bit and cook them a little longer, you know, closer to 225, but I'm plenty happy with the way these came out, and I'm looking forward to eating them. So on the rub, you can use whatever rub you like, whatever your favorite is. You know, I explained the rub that I use. That's just because what I'm interested in today, but if you've got a favorite rub that you want to use, you want to mix up, find a recipe, or buy a store-bought one, that's fine. But I hope you enjoy using your Old Smokey like I do, and I'll see you next time.